Hey everybody, this is George, and it's RoboCraft time. That's right, we're here with a new game. So far my channel has been exclusively Minecraft, but I have in the past promised that I'd be showing some games, maybe get some more Let's Plays going. And this marks the first episode of RoboCraft Let's Play. I've been having so much fun with this game. I've probably put in about 10 hours into it, so it's definitely going to be a fun Let's Play series. I've watched some other people do their beginner Let's Plays, but this game isn't very established yet, so there's only a few out there. So I saw the opportunity and I want to take it. You see in front of you a robot that I built, and I'll get to that in a minute. But first, just to give you a little background on the game, it's still in its alpha stages. You can find it on Steam, and it's completely free to play. The only thing that would not be free to play is the you can purchase premium, which gives you an experience boost whenever you win battles. And you can also purchase Game Cash, which allows you to buy certain things that are in the game. But overall, it's pretty well balanced. I haven't seen too much pay to win going on. If you buy a lot of Game Cash, you can of course buy robots and stuff, but those are all unlockable in free to play, so you can replicate everything you can get with Game Cash pretty much, apart from the aesthetic things. In the free-to-play mode, so don't worry, this game is well balanced, even though there are some purchasable aspects to it. Now to this robot you see in front of you. I built this. It is called a SMG hover, and the elements to it you'll kind of learn to understand as you start playing. I do recommend you grab yourself an account and get going. If you feel like it, be sure to add me on RoboCraft. My name is Joyjiz. I had to put the S in there because they require you to have 6 characters in your username. Normally, my name is Joyj. My friend Cypressy actually showed me this game, so shoutouts to Cypressy. But without further ado, I'm just going to kind of show you what this robot's about. So these things right here, the glowy things, they are blast shields, I believe. Here, let's go see what they're actually called. Right now we're in the inventory, and these will be under the hardware section. These are called electroplates, and that's one thing you see on my ship. You'll unlock those if you go once you earn game tokens. You can see I have 31 tier 5 game tokens. There are game tokens for every tier, so there's game tokens for tier 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to tier 10, and you can get game tokens for each tier. As you can see, I've unlocked a lot of things. All these greens are unlocked things. And like you can see, the wheel tier 3 cost 17 tier 2 tokens to unlock. And right now I only have 4 tier 2, but I'm not worried about it because I'm not using wheels on my ships. I'm mostly using hover blades and stuff like that. But as I found out recently, hover blades are a little weirdly balanced, because a hover blade tier 6, like if you get 4 of these, it'll make your ship a huge tier, even though it'll fly just as well if you have like 4 hoverblade tier 2s. So I use a lot of hoverblade tier 2s, which you can see in my current ship here. If you look inside here, I'm not sure if we can get in there, but you can see those tier 2 hoverblades in there. I have 6 of them in total, and it makes this thing fly pretty well. But whenever you start out on RoboCraft, ooh, we're inside, cool. Whenever you start off on RoboCraft, you are going to be working with wheels, putting them on the side of your bot, and driving around shooting people. And that's because it'll take a little while for you to unlock the tier 2 hover blades. At least it'll take you probably 4 or 5 victory battles to unlock those things. Maybe a little more. But I definitely recommend you get started. Right here you can see a captain's chair. That's basically something that every single ship, every robot on RoboCraft needs, and the block right underneath the captain's chair is the most important block in the game. That block you need to protect, because as soon as someone blows up that block, which you'll see what I mean by blowing up blocks once we get in game, but as soon as that block is destroyed, you're out of that match and your robot is destroyed. Of course, you get your robot back. I don't know if I can get out of here, but you get your robot back after each battle. It automatically repairs here in the shop. This is a radar right here. You can see that is something that you will also unlock with a higher tier. And this is an SMG gun, a top-mounted SMG gun, which let me show you what that looks like. When you start off, you're going to have these tier 1 SMGs. Front mounts are pretty useless. I've never seen any really good use for front mount SMGs, but top mounts are really useful, and those are what I use. Right now I have a few tier 6s on this ship, but I also have, you can see these electro plates covering and giving me good shielding. And then I also have these wolf blocks. So I've done a lot of explaining, and it's probably really confusing to you because you haven't really started and really had some time to fully understand. But I want to show you the coolest part of the game, and that is battling. So once you build your cool ship, go into battle. My ship has enough points to be a tier 5, and that's what I want because I'm currently working on tier 5, getting enough tier 5 tokens to unlock everything I want to unlock. And once I get all those, then I'm going to go up to tier 6 and start battling in tier 6. But I want to show you what a battle looks like. So this will be pretty interesting. I might do pretty bad because I'm not used to battling on camera. And this ship, I've only had it for 2 battles. I've only battled with it twice. You can see it floats nicely, which I'm surprised because it's so round. Round ships tend to fall all over the place. But I haven't even flipped it yet. You'll find once you start using hover ships that they will flip easy. And then it's pretty hard to flip them back over. But this one floats pretty nicely. You see it has a nice glide to it. You can go up and down. And let's see if we can see an enemy ship. I like, with these SMG guns, I like shooting down airships a lot.
SMG tank spotted.
Because it's pretty good for that. There's an SMG tank over there. I think I need to turn down the volume a little bit. Of course, we'll have to wait until we're out of this battle in order to turn down the volume. For now, I'll turn on down the volume on my because I might be picking up feedback. Alright, so we have this guy here trying to shoot us pieces, and he's doing a pretty good job of it. But I think we are going to win this little fight here with this guy. And we did not get the kill. You can see up in the top right.
Bomber spotted.
Oh, there's a medic shooting us, an opposing team medic. And we have a team medic here as well. Thank you, Roman2042, for the heal. Let's get out of the way. And we are completely healed. So medics are very useful people to have on your team. They do a great job of healing you back up when you're injured. You saw there that we were pretty far down and he managed to heal us. But we didn't get the kill on that first fight. We did get some good damage in. And whenever you do a lot of good damage on people, you'll get a lot of money from the battle. It records all the damage you do, so that's a plus. Let's try to shoot down this guy. And we did not get the kill again. You can see at the top left who has the kills. There's a dash next to Joyges, which means I don't have a kill. If people's names are white, that means they're still in. You can see Florine92 got 2 kills, and my team's doing pretty good, because you can see in the top right how many kills the opposing team has, how many people they have left. Alright, so we are currently trying to fire long distance at the opposing player there. And whenever I refer to the names of their ships, ships are classified by what kind of guns they have and what kind of transportation they use. This guy, for instance, is a tank because he goes on wheels, and he's a medic. You can see the plus next to his name, or above his name, and that means he's a medic, and that's reflected in what sort of gun he's using. This is a carry gun. And maybe I can get this kill. Let's go finish him off there. Unless my team already finishes it off. But I have a pretty fast ship, so I can get places pretty fast. And looks like... Can we get the kill? Yes, we got the kill, which means we will get some good tier tokens whenever the battle is over. And we will shoot this guy to pieces. I really like the SMG. It doesn't do any one-hits. There are some weapons that'll one-hit people if they get a good shot in. The SMG does not, but it's very accurate because it has such a high fire rate, you will end up hitting your opponent. And you can see there's only 1 player left on the opposing team. If you're alive when your team gets a victory, then you will end up with more tier tokens for your tier, which means you can do some more upgrading, which is pretty darn good. Right now, I'm at their base capturing it. The 2 ways to win a battle and 2 ways to get tier tokens is to destroy all the enemies and to capture their base. You can see in the top right, there is a red bar filling up. That is the base capturing bar, and once it hits like a new segment, the bar can't go back down past that segment. So for instance, we already have 1 segment out of 4 complete, and if they were to come and destroy us all, then we would keep that 1 segment out of 4. And each time you are at the base when a segment's captured, you get a base capture point for that battle, and you get tier tokens based on those base capture points. So it's pretty sweet. You can see I'm almost at 3 base capture points. I have 2 kills. This is a pretty darn good battle. Pretty good first battle for a Let's Play. And I think I'm going to end the Let's Play as soon as we see how much stuff I earned, how much money, and how much tier tokens I earned. And then maybe do a little bit of unlocking on the ship if we have enough tier tokens. And then we will end the video and stay tuned for episode 2 after that. But you saw my team won by capturing their base. Their player was probably floating around somewhere. And we earned a fairly good amount of money. We got 14,000 RP, then we got 14 tech tokens. So let's go check our tech tree. I'm still stuck in here for some reason. Let's see if we can get out of here. No biggie if we can't. I can always break a block and then... there we go, we got out. So here's the ship. It did pretty good that battle. I'm very surprised. I like this. This is a good tier 5. And if you really want to know how it's built, be sure to stay tuned to my channel. I'm thinking about doing a tutorial for it. But let's go check the tier tree, see if there's anything we can unlock. I have 45 tech tokens for tier 5. And right now I want to unlock, let's see what we can do. We already have the thruster and the hover blade. We can unlock a rudder. We can unlock, we have all the blocks up there. We can unlock the plasma launcher and the rail cannon. Now, I'm not going to use these in the near future, but I definitely plan on them when I'm a higher tier. So I do want to keep unlocking them as I go and getting enough money to unlock them. If you're wondering what a nanotech disruptor is, that's what the medics use. It's pretty sweet. So whenever you hear someone say there's a medic or a person's a medic, that means they are using a nanotech disruptor. But let's go ahead and unlock the rudder. Now, I'm not going to use the rudder because the rudder is used for planes. I'm using a hover, not a plane. And you would use aerofoils, rudders, and thrusters if you're building a plane, but I'm just building a hover, so I'm only using hover blades for my transportation. But hopefully that was a good video for you, a good introduction to Robocraft, and I am about to go and record the 2nd episode, so be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see that next episode. And there's going to be a link to Robocraft in the description, a link to their homepage, and be sure to check that out if you want to get started.